Oh man, that was brutal. Hey everyone, Henry Yellow here, welcome back. Today we are going to watch Chinatown, directed by Roman Polanski, starring Jack Nicholson, Faye Dunaway, and others. Now, I found out that this movie was actually inspired by the California water wars at the beginning of the 20th century. So I just went to take a look, just glance through it a little bit so I know what it is about. So if the movie mentions it, then at least I won't feel too lost. I have some kind of context. So to make a really long story short and to summarize it, from what I understand is that Los Angeles at the time, its population was outgrowing the water supply. So they decided to take water from Owens Valley. So the people at Owens Valley opposed this idea. Unfortunately, the opposition failed. LA got the water rights, and then they continued just siphoning water, taking water until the water at Owens Valley was dried up. And after that, LA still needed more water, so they started, taking water from Mono Lake. Of course, the people at Mono Lake opposed the thing, and after a really long time, they managed to stop LA from taking more water from Mono Lake, and then Mono Lake stayed safe. I mean, I don't know how it's doing now, but at the time, 19 something before the year 2000, Mono Lake still not dried up. But of course, I'm sure that they won't mention much about the Mono Lake because by the time Mono Lake successfully stopped LA from taking the water, that was already beyond the movie. It was after the movie was released. So yeah, I think we should get a proper picture about what it's about now in case anyone mentions it in the movie. Makes me wonder why this movie is called Chinatown. I mean, it's in California. Oh, I thought it was murder. His wife cheated on him. They did it out in the open too, and the cameraman got so close to take those pictures.
Ready to rest next week.
Forget it, will you, Curly? I only brought it up to illustrate a point. I don't want your last dime. Mrs. Mulwray, how do you do?
Mr. Gittes, my husband, I believe, is seeing another woman.
Oh, so Mr. Gittes is in surveillance too. I watched Conversation before this.
Do you know the expression, let sleeping dogs lie? You're better off not knowing.
I have to know. Hollis Mulwray.
Water and power?
He's chief engineer. Money doesn't matter to me, Mr. Gittes.
Yeah, I can tell.
Within 45 minutes, end up smack in the Pacific Ocean.
What comic is that?
Los Angeles is a desert community. Without water, the dust will rise up and cover us as though we never existed. The Alto Vallejo can save us from this.
This must be the aqueduct they're suggesting to siphon water from Owens Valley. So I suspect this is probably in the 1910s? 1920s?
Over 500 lives were lost when the Vanderlip Dam gave way. It couldn't withstand that kind of pressure. And now you propose yet another dirt bank terminus dam. Well, it won't hold. I won't build it. It's that simple.
Wait, why are there sheep here?
You steal water from the valley, ruin the grazing, starve my livestock. Who's paying you to do that, Mr. Mulwray?
Right, so the people of Owens Valley is opposing Los Angeles from taking the water. Oh, or have they already taken it? Is this the dried up riverbed? During the times when cars were still not that common on the streets, it's too easy to get spotted being followed, isn't it? Somehow I doubt that he's seeing someone. It's probably related to the dam or something. He just looks like a lonely man whose problems he can't share with anyone else. Oh. Oh, I thought it was a parking ticket. Save our city, Los Angeles is dying of thirst? Well, eventually you guys will completely dry up Owens Lake. What?
He was there all night.
I had to go back 3 times to pick up the watches.
Wow, that's pretty smart. So basically, when the car runs over the watch, stops working, so they know what time he left. Is that what he did? First time I've seen a technique like that.
So what do you got?
Those pictures are huge.
Well, they got into a terrific argument outside the Pig and Whistle.
Maybe they couldn't make them smaller yet back then.
I heard only one thing, though. Apple core.
Apple core.
I got it. He's found himself some cute little twist, you old buzzer.
Echo Park. Water again.
Water is important. Water is life. And he just chewed a cigarette butt into the water. They put it on the news? It's pretty strange though. I feel like maybe that's not a lover. Maybe that's his daughter or something.
Why don't you do what the Chinese do? He says, what do the Chinese do? He says, the Chinese, they screw a little, and they get tired.
So there's this guy, Walsh, you understand? He's tired of screwing his wife. So wait a second, Duffy. So his friend says to him, hey, why don't you do it like the Chinese do? First they screw a little bit, then they stop. They go and read a little Confucius, come back, screw a little bit more, then they stop again. The guy goes home and he starts screwing his own wife. He screws her for a little bit, and then he stops and he goes out of the room and he reads Life magazine. He comes back in the room, he starts screwing again. He gets up to start leave again to go look at the moon. She looks at him and says, hey, what's the matter with you? You're screwing just like a Chinaman. Jesus.
Honestly, I don't get it.
Have we ever met?
Well, no,
You see, I'm Mrs. Evelyn Mulwray.
not that Mulwray.
I've never hired you to do anything, certainly not spy on my husband. I see you like publicity, Mr. Gittes. Well, you're going to get it.
So who hired him? They didn't do a background check on that first woman to confirm that she is Hollis Mulwray's wife.
Mr. Mulwray,
He's not in, Mr.
Gittes. Why don't I just go in and wait?
Sir.
Tuesday night. 7 channels used?
Russ Yelburton, Deputy Chief in the department.
Ah, J.J. Gittes. Do you mind if I take one of your cards in case I have to get in touch with you again?
No, help yourself.
Thank you.
You know Claude Mulvihill here?
Well, I hope so. He's working for us. There have been some threats to blow up the city reservoirs.
Particular reason?
Well, it's this darn drought. We've had to ration water in the valley, and the farmers are desperate. But what can we do? The rest of the city needs drinking water.
And the water's gonna dry up. You guys just don't know it yet. Not enough resources for everyone.
J.J. Gittes to see Mr. Mulwray.
You wait.
Are they trying to show that Mr. Mulwray hires Chinese people?
Bad for glass.
Yeah, sure.
What glass? There can't be a diamond ring, is it?
Actually, I came to see your husband, Mrs. Mulwray. Believe me, Mrs. Mulwray, whoever set your husband up set me up.
Mr. Gittes, you've talked me into it. I'll drop the lawsuit.
What?
I said I'll drop the lawsuit.
Really? Or is she being sarcastic? I can't tell.
Somebody's gone to a lot of trouble here, and lawsuit or no lawsuit, I intend to find out. I'm not supposed to be the one who's caught with his pants down.
Literally.
This phony broad, she tells me she's you, she hires me. Whoever put her up to it doesn't have anything against me. They're out to get your husband. If I can see him, I can help him.
You might try the Oak Pass or the Stone Canyon Reservoir. Frequently at lunch, Hollis takes walks around them. Otherwise, he'll be on by 6:30.
Sorry, close the public, sir.
Russ Yelburton, Deputy Chief of the department.
Huh. So that's what he used the name cards for.
Hello? Quiet.
You look like you've done well by yourself.
I get by. You still putting Chinamen in jail for spitting in the laundry?
I'm out of Chinatown.
Since when?
Since I made lieutenant.
Hollis Mulwray, you seen him?
Yeah.
I think he's dead.
There he is.
Yeah, why else would the police be here? Ooh. Clearly hasn't died long. His body hasn't bloated yet.
There is no possibility that he would have taken his own life.
No.
You happen to know the name of the young lady in question?
We quarreled over her, of course. It came as a complete surprise to me.
I thought you hired a private investigator.
I did that because I thought I would put an end to a ridiculous rumor that had no basis.
Why is she admitting that she hired Gittes?
Thank you for going along with me back there. I just didn't want to explain anything. I sent you a check to make it official that I've hired you.
Make it official? But why? It's like she's covering up for that first woman.
Thought I'd drop by and see who dropped dead lately.
Looks like he got strangled. Oh, so that's how it is back then. They store them in rooms instead of what we used to see in CSI movies, you know, like in little cooled, I don't know, cabinets or something, drawers.
Got drunk, passed out in the bottom of the riverbed.
The LA River? Dry as a bone, Morty.
We got water out of him. He drowned.
Maybe he drowned in a puddle. Ah, it's the kid again.
Habla inglés?
See,
You were talking to a man a few days ago. What did you talk about? Do you mind my asking?
the water goes in different parts of the river, every night a different part.
Who would want to set up Mr. Mulwray and who would want him dead? Oh, that was easy. Oh, father! I was just gonna say he should have brought a flashlight, but thankfully he didn't, otherwise he would have gotten shot. Who was shooting and at what?
Hold it there, kitty cat.
You know what happens to nosy fellows?
Wanna guess? Huh? No?
They lose their noses.
Oh! He cut his nose! Dang, that's gonna hurt like hell. Dang, he cut the inside of his nose.
Some contractor wants to build a dam and he makes a few payoffs. So what?
I want the big boys that are making the payoffs. Sue the shit out of them.
Who? Ida Sessions. She says you know her.
Oh, could it be the first woman?
I was the one who pretended to be Mrs. Mulwray. Remember?
Shut the f*** up.
Beg pardon?
So it's her.
I never expected anything to happen like what happened to Mr. Mulwray.
Who was your employer? That could be helpful to both of us.
Oh no, just look in the obituary column. You'll find one of those people.
Those people, Miss...
Maybe her employer is one of those big boys that they were talking about. Water bond issue passes council.
I got your check in the mail. Something else besides the death of your husband was bothering you. You sue me, your husband dies, you drop the lawsuit like a hot potato, all of it quicker than the wind from a duck's ass. This could look like you paid me off to withhold evidence. I think you're hiding something.
I bet she is.
Actually, I knew about the affair.
He told you?
I was grateful.
When a wife tells me that she's happy that her husband is cheating on her, it runs contrary to my experience.
Unless what?
She was cheating on him.
I dislike the word cheat.
Ah, she was.
Well, I wouldn't run home and tell him every time I went to bed with someone, if that's what you mean.
Every time, so it's more than one?
Where were you when your husband died?
I can't tell you.
You were seeing someone too.
I didn't want publicity. I didn't want to go into any of this then or now.
What does this C stand for?
Cross.
Somebody's been dumping thousands of tons of water for the city's reservoirs, and we're supposed to be in the middle of a drought. He found out about it, and he was killed. I goddamn near lost my nose, and I like it. I like breathing through it.
Oh, okay.
And I still think that you're hiding something.
I thought he meant he liked losing his nose. That would be weird.
Jake Gittes to see Mr. Yelburton?
Oh, Yelburton's got Mulwray's office now. Must be a promotion. Cross. So someone's been dumping water from the reservoir during a drought. They want to empty out the reservoir to force a certain party to take action.
Noah Cross worked for the water department.
He owned it.
Oh, I thought the water department belonged to the government.
Mr. Mulwray felt the public should own the water.
They were partners?
Yes, they were partners.
Question is, what happened to Noah Cross?
My goodness, what happened to your nose?
Cut myself shaving.
Shaving your nose.
Only when I breathe. You hired me. Or you hired that chippy to hire me. Mulwray didn't want to build a dam. He had a reputation that was hard to get around. He decided to ruin it. He found out you were dumping water at night. Then he was drowned.
I don't know what you're talking about. We have been diverting a little water to irrigate orange groves in the Northwest Valley. We've been trying to help some of them out, keep them from going under.
Sure.
I want to find out who put you up to it. I'll give you a few days to think about it.
Also, Yelburton seems to be the only person who asked about Gittes' nose.
Whoever is behind my husband's death, why have they gone to all this trouble?
Money. How they plan to make it out of emptying reservoirs, that I don't know.
I'll pay your salary, plus $5,000, if you find out what happened to Hollis.
Sophie, drop one of our standard contracts for Mrs. Mulwray.
Well, he jumped right on that opportunity.
Noah Cross is your father, isn't he? Does, my talking about your father upset you?
Well, no. Yes, a little. Hollis felt that the water should belong to the public, and I don't think my father felt that way. They never spoke from that time on.
You sure about that?
Of course I'm sure.
Albacore Club. Oh, Apple Core! So what? Oh, it wasn't Apple Core, it was Albacore.
You've got a nasty reputation, Mr. Gittes. I like that. In your business, it's admirable.
Whoa, the fish head.
Probably.
Hope you don't mind. I believe they should be served with the head.
As long as you don't serve the chicken that way.
Yeah, we eat like curry fish head and all that too. It's totally fine.
Who's the investigating officer?
Lou Escobar.
Lou Escobar.
We used to work together in Chinatown.
Chinatown. Okay.
Disturbs me. It makes me think you're taking my daughter for a ride. Financially speaking, of course. Are you sleeping with her? You're dealing with a disturbed woman who just lost her husband. I don't want her taken advantage of. Politicians, ugly buildings, and whores all get respectable if they last long enough. I'll double whatever your fee is and pay you $10,000 if you find Hollis's girlfriend.
Wow.
Do you remember the last time you saw Mulwray? It was 5 days ago outside the Pig and Whistle, and you had one hell of an argument.
So the one in the picture was Noah Cross. I couldn't tell.
What was the argument about?
My daughter. Just find the girl. I happen to know Hollis was fond of her. I'd like to help her if I can. My daughter's a very jealous woman. I didn't want her to find out about the girl.
Are you frightened for the girl or what Evelyn might do to her?
Just find the girl.
Noah Cross doesn't know that Evelyn is also cheating on Hollis. Oh, that is huge.
Why do they have all those names pasted in the plat books?
Land sales out of escrow are always recorded within the week.
And these are all new owners.
That's right.
Well, that means that most of the valley sold in the last few months.
So most of the real estate has been sold out. No way he just tore that from the Hall of Records. Interesting. If this is existing like houses, then maybe it's sold out because people are moving out. But if it's land, then they're trying to attract people here. So all this shady things happening is because oh, mother of goodness. You don't just fire your shotgun and then say hold it right there. Oh no, poor geese. Well, in a way he is trespassing. Oh my goodness. He hit the wrong person with his crutch just now.
Who you with, the water department or the real estate office?
I'm a private investigator.
Oh, his blood's coming out of his nose again.
The water department's been sending you people out here to blow up our water tanks. They put poison down 3 more wells.
They're trying to drive them out of the land.
Evelyn Mulwray.
Mulwray. That's the son who's done it to us.
Mulwray's dead. You don't know what you're talking about.
Oh! His nose ain't gonna stop bleeding anytime soon.
Didn't look too good. We thought we'd better call your employer.
Thanks for coming.
Oh, his car is messed up.
That dam's a con job. They're conning LA into building it, but the water's not going to go to LA. It's coming right here. In the last 3 months, Robert Knox has bought 7,000 acres, Clarence Spear 5,000, and Jasper Lamar Crabb 25,000 acres. Have any idea what this land would be worth with a steady water supply? 30 million more than they paid for it.
Wow. Right, they're driving the original farmers and then selling the land off to people, and then when water comes in, then yeah.
A memorial service was held at the Marvist Inn today for Jasper Lamar Crabb. He passed away 2 weeks ago, and 1 week ago he bought the land. That's unusual.
So most likely people are buying a lot of land under a lot of different fake names. Or it could be that Jasper Lamar Crabb faked his death.
Hello there, I'm Mr. Palmer. Can I help you folks?
It's Dad. I can't seem to handle him anymore. Would it be possible for me to see a list of your patients?
We never reveal the names of our guests as a matter of policy.
Oh, the names are all here anyway. They're doing a really good job adding the blood on the bandages for his nose. Wait, you're saying that they use these people's names to buy the lands?
Are any of you Emma Dill? Did you know that you were a very wealthy woman?
I'm not.
Very beautiful.
Thanks.
Able Core.
Where did you get this piece of material?
At the Apicore Club. My grandson is a member, and they take very nice care of us.
I think the pieces are slowly coming together here.
Come on, I want you to meet someone.
Can you leave the lady out of this?
Yeah, that's payback for what they did to his nose. Oh, that guy again. Go, go, go! Oh, wow. They're definitely on the right track.
To you, Mrs. Mulwray. You saved my neck.
She saved your nose.
Does this often happen to you?
Actually, this hasn't happened to me for a long time.
When was the last time?
In Chinatown.
What were you doing there?
Working for the district attorney.
Doing what?
As little as possible.
Oh! I thought I just saw blood squeeze out of that.
It's a nasty cut.
Dang right it is.
Something black in the green part of your eye.
It's a sort of birthmark.
Oh, he sure knows how to go for it. Gonna get the blood all over her face though. To answer Noah Cross' question, yes, he slept with your daughter.
You really don't like to talk about the past, do you?
I'm tired. To me, it was just bad luck.
What?
I was trying to keep someone from being hurt. I ended up making sure that she was hurt.
Dead?
What kind of question is that? By the way, how did I not notice before that her eyebrows are so thin?
I have to go. It has nothing to do with you or with any of all of this.
Where are you going?
Please.
It's another guy?
The fishing club that old lady mentioned.
Albacore?
It has to do with my father.
I know.
He owns it. You know?
Wait. Noah Cross owns the entire club? Wow.
He wanted to know where she was.
My father is a very dangerous man.
Are you trying to tell me that he might be behind all this?
It's possible.
Considering he owns the club and the people of the club are using their grandfather's names to buy land, then maybe. I don't get it. Why did he kick out one of her tail lights? Is it to identify her car on a busy road? Is this the girl who was with Mulwray? Yeah, I think she's wearing the same dress. What does this mean?
Give me the keys. I don't care what you've done. I don't want to hurt you.
You won't go to the police if I tell you.
You will if you don't.
Yeah, this is getting interesting.
She's my sister.
Oh, okay.
Why all the secrecy? The Because of Hollis? Because she was seeing your husband? Is that it?
It would cause quite a scandal if people found out that Hollis was actually having an affair with his wife's sister.
Aren't you coming back with him?
No, I'm tired, Mrs. Mulwray.
But does Noah Cross know that the girl Hollis is seeing is her other daughter? Otherwise, why would he get Mr. Gittes to find the girl?
Gittes?
Yeah?
Ida Sessions wants to see you. 848.5 East Kensington. She begged me to call. She's waiting for you.
Clearly, the place has been broken into. Oh no, someone has silenced her. Yep, she's dead. But how did she die? I know that's not important, I'm just curious because I don't see any blood.
Anything interesting, Gittes? What are you doing around here?
What are you doing around here? Bro, if they're the police, they should have the police tape around here. Like, why are the police only appearing now? That's crazy.
Isn't that your phone number?
Is it?
Just to make sure, we had Loshia give you a call.
Did they set him up? They're the ones who called him here and then hid in the bathroom.
They look familiar?
Yeah, I took him. So what?
How did she happen to have him? Somebody wanted to shake Mulwray down.
She heard you. Mulwray had salt water in his lungs. You were following him day and night. You saw who killed him. You even took pictures of it. It was Evelyn Mulwray, and she's been paying you off like a slot machine ever since.
Fortunately, he didn't see anything.
Mulwray was murdered and moved because somebody didn't want his body found in the ocean. He found out they were dumping water there. That's what they were trying to cover up.
If Escobar really doesn't know about it, then perhaps he can be trusted.
Burstyn says there's irrigation in the valley and there's always a little runout. Bet that they do that.
Have your client in my office in 2 hours. I've got you right now for withholding evidence.
Burstyn and whoever employed him had plenty of time to cover up their tracks.
Where's Mrs. Mulwray? Is she going on a trip?
Yep, running away with her sister.
Yeah, bad for the glass.
Oh yeah, salt water, very bad for glass.
Salt water, very bad for grass. No way. No way. He was drowned here? You mean to tell me Hollis Mulwray was killed in his own home? And that's why his diamond ring was in the pond. Well, I mean, it looked like a diamond ring. I don't know what it is. Oh, it's his glasses. What does this mean? He was killed in his own home. By who? Oh, he said, you wait a minute.
Lou, meet me at 1972 Canyon Drive.
Why did you do that?
They belonged to your husband, didn't they?
I don't know. Yes, probably.
Yes, positively. It's where he was drowned.
I don't know what you are talking about. This is the craziest, the most insane thing.
Stop it! You had a fight. He fell. He hit his head. It was an accident. But his girl is a witness. You got the money to keep her mouth shut. Yes or no?
No! I'll tell you the truth.
What's her name?
Catherine. She's my daughter.
I said I want the truth.
She's my sister. My daughter. My daughter!
Oh man, that was brutal.
She's my sister and my daughter!
She's come again? She's her sister. Oh my... Her dad did that to her. And she gave birth to her. Oh my god, I get it now.
Then what happened?
I ran away.
To Mexico.
I was 15.
15.
Where are you gonna take her now?
Back to Mexico.
Where does Con live? Get the exact address.
Those didn't belong to Hollis.
How do you know?
He didn't wear bifocals.
Wait, what? Who else wears those glasses?
He lives at 1712 Alameda. Do you know where that is?
Chinatown? I just get the feeling it's probably Chinatown. They've been mentioning that a few times.
Listen, pal, Escobar's gonna try and book me in about 5 minutes. If you don't hear from me, you and Duffy meet me at 1712 Alameda.
It's Chinatown, ain't it?
I know where it is. Just do it.
It is Chinatown.
It's like we're both too late. She flew the coop.
I don't suppose you have any idea where she went.
As a matter of fact, I do.
You're going to show us.
I'd like to bring her out myself. It'd mean a lot to her. And to me.
You never learn, do you, Jake? I'll give you 3 minutes.
Clearly this has happened before. In Chinatown.
Hello.
Mr. Gittes, come in. Why, is there some surprise, Mr. Gittes?
Oh, this is the guy from the beginning.
Curly, where's your car?
In the garage.
Where's that?
Off the alley.
What's this all about?
I'll tell you in a block or two. How much do you owe me? Forget it. How would you like to pay me off by taking a couple of passengers to Ensenada?
He's just laying on his lap.
It's in Chinatown. Wait for me until 8:30. If I don't show up, take them to your boat.
That's one way to call in a favor. Now that the mystery about Evelyn's sister/daughter has been solved, the next question is who killed Hollis.
At your daughter's house. How soon can you get here?
Oh, there you are. Well, where is she?
With her mother. Got something I'd like to show you, Mr. Frost.
What is it?
Oh, it's his glasses.
You killed Hollis Mulwray. You drowned him. And you left these.
The bond issue passes Tuesday. There'll be $8 million to build an aqueduct and reservoir. I'm doing it. Either you bring the water to L.A.
Or you bring LA to the water.
by incorporating the valley into the city. Simple as that.
Why are you doing it? What can you buy that you can't already afford?
The future, Mr. Gittes. Now, where's the girl? I want the only daughter I've got left. You found out Evelyn was lost to me a long time ago.
Yeah, because of what you did.
I don't blame myself. The right time and the right place, they're capable of anything.
The heck do you mean by that?
There's the girl.
Chinatown. What was Jake's plan in the first place? Like, he just told Noah Cross that he knows that he's the murderer and then he doesn't have any backup plan in place? But by now, Evelyn and her daughter Catherine should have already left. Curly should have driven them off already.
Mr. Cross, these are my associates, Mr. Walsh and Mr.
You're under arrest, Jake.
Oh, wow.
It's the bird you're after, Lou. I can explain everything, but just give me 5 minutes. That's all I need. He killed Mulwray because of the water thing.
Lock him to the wheel of that car.
They haven't left?
She's mine, too.
She's never going to know that.
Who knows what you're gonna do to her?
Put that gun away. Let the police handle this.
He owns the police.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Get away.
There, she killed you. Oh shit, he hit her? Oh crap, I think he hit her. Oh my. Ambulance my ass, she got shot through her eye. And the fact that Noah seems perfectly alright.
It is possible.
What's that?
Take him home.
Take him home! Go home, Jake. I'm doing you a favor.
Yeah, because this was the same thing that happened in Chinatown before, isn't it?
It's Chinatown.
Forget it, Jake. It's Chinatown. Now Noah has Catherine. Who knows what he's gonna do to her? He clearly didn't treat Evelyn right. It's just this melancholic, no, more like really, really sad music. Justice is not served. Well, what can I say? The ones with influence and power just get away with it. even in real life, during the California water war, LA got the water rights through what some people claim to be under the table methods, and they drained the entire Owens Lake. They left the people there with no water. Like, where's the fairness or justice in that? Noah Cross did horrible things to Evelyn when she was only 15, and he killed Hollis Mulwray, but is the police going to arrest him for that? No. In the end, he got his daughter Catherine, and then Evelyn's dead, and his whole plan is still going to happen. And I feel like similar things just happen all around us. You know, maybe in places that we don't see, but similar things actually happen in real life in the world right now. And you know what? That's just how the world is. You know what? Thankfully, there are also really kind and good people out there, so it balances out. I would never ever have imagined that Catherine is actually Evelyn's sister and daughter at the same time. And I also can't believe that Hollis Mulwray is having an affair with Catherine. I'm not sure if that's true or not. Maybe Hollis is just treating Catherine like his own daughter, but it's also very possible that he had an affair with Catherine, which is, I don't know, kind of weird, I guess. The movie did a really good job showing us how, you know, Jake Gittes pieces the puzzles together, you know, all the clues, all the bits of information. But the ending though, the ending is just brutal and so sad too. Although I would have loved to see a happy ending, this ending here is most likely realistic. Like, this is probably what would really happen if the same kind of scenario happened in real life. And I find that quite upsetting. The next movie reaction coming up should be Boogie Nights. If you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.